So hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to another video. Sorry I haven't done one for a while. I mean, I did the live stream stuff, but I haven't actually sat down and done a video, and I just thought I would. I don't really know where this video is going to go. The idea is I'm going to do a bit of a kind of recap of my year, I guess. But yeah, I'm just going to talk and see what happens, and hopefully something good will come out, I guess. So 2017, it's been a bit of a roller coaster for me in a lot of respects. There's been some really good high points. There's also been some quite low points of this year as well. So let's just go through the year, I guess. So beginning of the year started off pretty strong. I was really inspired to kind of get really stuck in with my activism, and just before the new year I put together the 2016 Exposed video, which some of you might have seen. Basically, for those of you that haven't, what I did is compile all the UK factory farm slaughterhouse footage all together into one kind of mega video. Because basically the reason I did it is I was getting kind of fed up with kind of, you know, when we're doing outreach and stuff, showing people videos and they're like, oh, this happened years ago, or oh, this doesn't happen here. So I thought, right, I'm going to put together something that's as recent as humanly possible, all, you know, within the UK, so then no one could argue it. And the response to that was absolutely incredible. I mean, you know, I thought it would do quite well with people sharing it and stuff, but it's now basically being used as a kind of standard video for pretty much every single Anonymous for the Voiceless Cube of Truth, pretty much every Earthlings experience, any type of kind of outreach people are doing now, they're using that video, which is really amazing. You know, thanks to everyone that does use it. That's incredible. So that was really rewarding for me, just to know that that video has probably now had tens of thousands of people watching it, and hopefully turned a shitload of people vegan as well, which is great. So that was a really good start to the year. Following on from that, I was doing a lot of stuff with Devon Animal Save. I'm one of the organisers for that group, and I was kind of going to a lot of slaughterhouse vigils, doing outreach, doing a lot of live streaming from the saves and stuff like that. Just kind of generally just getting stuck in. Then I was working a lot more on my music vegan documentary. If you don't know about this, I'm making a documentary called Taking Note. And what it is it looks into veganism's impact in the music world. So I've been interviewing loads of bands and stuff about, you know, why they're vegan, why they think it's important, all that kind of stuff. So the first festival of the year that I hit up for that was a festival called Slam Dunk Festival, which was really cool. I mean, I think one of the coolest things is, which I'll tell you the rest of the story as we go, is I brought along my friend Glenn. Now Glenn I basically roped in to help me. Actually no, I didn't even rope him in to do camera work. Glenn was coming to Slam Dunk Festival anyway, and I was getting a lift up with him. And I was doing press at Slam Dunk, getting some interviews and stuff. And I needed some help getting, you know, with the camera and stuff, because I was kind of, you know, doing a lot of it kind of on my own. So I managed to, you know, speak to the press there and see if they could, you know, hook up Glenn with a press pass so he could come and help me with some filming. So Glenn hopped in, you know, on the interviews and stuff, and I was interviewing people like Inge from Against Me and Jenna from Tonight Alive, Jack from Grumblebee, you know, loads of people there. And Glenn isn't vegan, just so you know. Or should I say wasn't vegan. And he was so inspired by these interviews that he, after the festival, he decided to go vegetarian, which was pretty amazing. So we'd done all these really cool interviews for this documentary, and Glenn, the roped-in cameraman, went vegetarian. We've just been to Slam Dunk Festival. We've interviewed Jenna from Tonight Alive, Grumblebee, Inge from Against Me, and Billy from Milk Tea. And Glenn, who's our lovely cameraman here, was listening to him and decided to do something.
Yeah. Hi. Well, I've decided after this weekend, it's been pretty eye-opening for me. I've decided I'm going to take the first step, and I'm going to become vegetarian as of today, last day.
The last day.
So yeah, I've been really inspired.
Where is that? Why exactly is that? And what is the reason maybe behind it? Well, what did you take from?
Well, I've always
from this weekend?
I've always had listened to people, and I think I've just thought it was I don't know. I thought it was too hard to do, but I've been inspired by some of the things people have said this whole weekend, the whole day yesterday, and I've decided to make that step.
So that was ultra cool. So yeah, that was a cool thing that happened in May. Then, kind of throughout the summer, things kind of started to get a little bit kind of messy for me. There was problems in my relationship. I was struggling very much for money, financially. I was pretty much suffering from depression quite a lot, I think. And I was just really unmotivated. I started off the year quite motivated, quite ready to kind of do a lot of stuff. And it just kind of got to the point where I was just staying in bed and not really doing much. And it was quite a low point for me. It's probably the lowest I've been for quite a while, to be honest. It was quite a difficult kind of thing to do. But then one really good thing that cropped up, which kind of helped me out, was I was emailing people still for this documentary, and I emailed to see if I can get an interview with Moby. And I randomly got this message back saying, like, yeah, Moby would be up for it, but basically he won't do an interview on Skype. You'd only really do it in person. So I was like, shit, how am I going to get to interview Moby? He's like in Los Angeles. So I put a status out on Facebook just saying, basically, does anyone want to send me to California so I go and interview Moby? Please, please, please. Not expecting any sort of serious response from anyone. And loads of people replied. Always people were like, yeah, why don't you do crowdfunding? People offering me air miles and all this kind of stuff. And it just got a bit like, okay, this is a bit weird. And then, so I was like, okay, yeah, cool. Let's do a crowdfunder. Why not? So I set up a crowdfunder. And then while we were doing the crowdfunder, we also managed to speak to Toronto Pig Save, who have an extremely generous donor who also helped us out with some money. And we ended up flying to California, which was crazy. Like I did not expect that to happen at all. And suddenly this documentary that was just going to be this kind of, small project I was doing, interviewing people at festivals and on Skype, has now, started to turn into, oh, right, okay, let's make a proper documentary and try and get it on Netflix. So that was definitely a really, really good point in the year there. And following on from what I was saying about Slam Dunk, we ended up taking Glenn again. Basically, we were going to take a couple of other people who couldn't make it because they were proper cameramen and they knew what they were doing. And it kind of got a bit last minute, and we were like, right, we do really need someone who can help us out. So I was like, right, well, Glenn helped me out on the other ones. Maybe he'll be up for it. And Glenn always loved all the stuff I do, like going to interview bands and stuff like that. And I knew he would really appreciate it. So I was like, Glenn, do you want to come to California and go interview Moby and all these other things? So it just so happened it fell on the time that he was actually had holiday from work. He's actually a bus driver, and so he was like, yeah, I'm in. So he ended up coming to California, and it was amazing. It was such an amazing trip. I mean, I'd only ever been to California once, and that was like the year before, and it went with a lot of friends and stuff, and didn't really kind of get to, I don't know, experience LA in the kind of way that I would have liked to. But this time it was just incredible. We got to meet so many amazing people. We interviewed, like, I can't even remember who we've interviewed. Like, I literally can't. I'm trying to remember who we interviewed on that first trip. I remember Moby was definitely one of them. Oh, Kat Von D was another big one. But I mean, we must have done like 25 interviews during that time, and it was just incredible. Like, I met so many like new friends, so many people that just gave a shit about about the animals, and yeah, it was a really special trip for me. It really, really was. And one of the cool things, going back to Glenn, is one of the things we did on the trip was go to the LA Animal Save, to a slaughterhouse vigil. And obviously, if you've never been to one, basically we go outside the slaughterhouse and watch the trucks go in with all the pigs and give them water. I try and show my last bit of compassion and stuff. And Glenn was really not up for going. to the slaughterhouse at all. He was like, this is the one thing I've been dreading about the whole trip. You know, I really don't want to do it. And literally the only reason I'm doing it is because, you know, you've kind of paid for me to be here and I need to film. And yeah, so he went, and you know, he got upset and everything, as I kind of expected, and he did find it difficult. But then the coolest thing was, the first thing he said when he got back in the car afterwards is he's like, I want to go next week. And after that trip, he also made a pledge to go vegan, which was amazing. So Glenn, who was like complete meat eater, became vegan by the end of this trip. Well, 90% vegan. He's, you know, he found it really easy when we were in California, but when coming back to a little town of Torquay, he's like, you know, he does slip up a few times. But the good thing is, he's like, you know, he's still trying. He slips up and then he just cracks back on with it, which is amazing. So yeah, that was pretty damn awesome. Then after that trip, things got kind of, yeah, I mean, that was kind of like a good little pickup for me, but I was still very much not in a great place after that trip. And unfortunately, my relationship that I was in ended, which is obviously, you know, a big thing. It was a long-term relationship. Obviously, I'm not going to go into details about stuff like that, but obviously that was very unexpected. And yeah, I mean, and just prior to that as well, just after I'd got back, I kind of found that I was becoming even more unmotivated, and I just wasn't in a good place whatsoever. I mean, luckily, we had managed to get some more funding to go to California again a couple of weeks after the breakup, which was the perfect thing for me. It was like, yeah, it couldn't have come at a better time. You know, I managed to go, distract myself, do some amazing things, meet some incredible people, like so many incredible people. You guys know who you are, and came back with a very refreshed view on life, a very kind of, you know, view of, I don't want to be sad anymore. I really want to get motivated again, get back on track, sort my life out, and yeah, just be happy. Because, you know, I just didn't want to feel like I've been feeling for those months before. It wasn't nice. And so yeah, so I've come back and I've got myself in quite a good attitude at the moment. I mean, I'm not 100% there. Like, I still definitely need some more motivation. I'm still sleeping in and going to bed way too late. But I'm feeling in a good place, which is kind of why I wanted to do this video. I thought this will be a good start, get back on track with the YouTube channel. You would have also seen one of the things I did recently was also the Sail Ranch Sanctuary 24-hour live stream I did with Tim Ivey, which was amazing. We made nearly $3,000 for an animal sanctuary, just streaming online and getting all these other YouTubers and awesome people from the vegan community on. Thanks to you guys for getting involved, by the way, and big up to Jen at Sail Ranch Sanctuary for looking after all the animals and being an absolute gem. Love you so much. So yeah, so I guess being in the situation I am now, I'm feeling pretty motivated now. I'm feeling motivated to really make a good step forward in life. I mean, there's still a lot of stuff I need to sort out. I need to move out. I'm moving in with a friend at the end of January, so that's a big thing I need to do. And I just got a load of little bits I need to kind of, little odds and ends I need to tie up, bills and, you know, life things. But I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling like 2018 is going to be a nice fresh slate for me, that I can just go and try and kick some ass. It's a bit annoying that everything's happened the way it has, because I was really hoping to release 2017 Exposed, and I just haven't had that motivation and stuff to put it together. But I'm still planning on releasing something along those lines, but it's just not going to be at the beginning of January, unfortunately. I'm going to have to kind of put it off a little bit. But the good thing is I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I'm on track. I'm going to try and sort my finances out, get back on track with my job, because that's something I really, if you didn't know, I'm self-employed. I run an online music magazine, and that's something I've really kind of let go quite a lot this year, just from lack of motivation. And I really want to try and pick that back up as well. I've got some other ideas for some other kind of projects that I want to do as well. And yeah, and also I want to do some more on YouTube. I just want to get back involved and speak to you guys and get some more live streams on the go, some more debates, and just try and, just do a load of stuff for the animals, because that really does make me happy when I'm doing, stuff that's really going to have an effect on, some actual lives, and obviously the animals need as much help as they can get right now, and if I can provide that, then all good. So yeah, I guess that brings us to now. I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't really know where this video is going. I've just kind of spoken, but I hope that, I don't know, maybe it gave you an insight into my year, if nothing else. And, I just want to say that I really appreciate every single person who's supported me in all respects this year, whether it be for the documentary, whether it be for the YouTube channel, whether it be my patrons as well. Thanks so much to you guys. You're fucking awesome. Like, the fact you'd even want to donate money to me to help me get by, and trust me, it is really, really helped. Like, I can't even express how much it has helped, even though it's the smallest amount. But oh my god, like, thank you so much. But yeah, I just want to say thanks to everyone. Just want to say that expect more from me in 2018, and yeah, things are looking up. Things are looking in the right direction, which is good. So I'm going to try and make 2018 an awesome one. Yeah. So yeah, thanks very much everybody for your time. Really, really appreciate it. Make sure to go and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Give me a thumbs up. If you want to help me out, you can be a patron if you want. I'll put the link down below. Follow me on Twitter if you want, and Instagram @ChrisHTF. And yeah, I think that's all the pluggy bits. And thanks for all being awesome. I think that's a nice thing. Nice way to end it anyway. So yeah, I'm just going to stop this now because I don't really know what else to say. I think I've said enough. But yeah, thanks everyone so much. And yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Okay, bye.